It's been 10 months doing the carnivore diet. Let's talk about it. If you are new here, you might be asking what is the carnivore diet all about. The carnivore diet is a restrictive diet which is protein based, which you only eat meat. And the next question you would ask, what kind of meat? And I would say all grass-fed meat or ruminant meat, which is your beef, your lamb. Then you can also eat chicken, turkey, duck, pork, fish, or venison. And your next question would be, how many times can I eat a day? And I would say, this is what I've learned, you eat until you feel. After when you get hungry, you eat again. And what do you eat? Meat. But I know you all have a lot of questions. And if you have a question, just leave it in the comment below about the carnivore diet, and I'll see if I can answer it. As you do your research, I wish you all good luck on it and finding out what works for you. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional. I'm just documenting my journey on YouTube for others to see what the carnivore diet did to me. And here is my 10 months experience on the carnivore journey. But before we get there, let me give you a little bit of background why I did the carnivore journey. 10 months on carnivore might sound like somebody that is crazy or insane. Only eating meat for 10 months sounds insane. Let me share you my background story of where it all started and how desperate I've become, and then my 10 months experience. Since 2015, I've been diagnosed with hypertension. Ever since that time, I've been drinking prescription. Why? At that time, my cholesterol was high and my blood pressure was elevated. So I've been drinking meds ever since. Being a casual gamer and the capturer, I wasn't too keen on doing exercise as I felt I enough exercise during the week by sitting around and playing games and sitting on my PC and doing my work. And besides, hypertension and diabetes runs in the family, and my uncles and my aunts, my father and my mother, my grandpa, grandmom, they all suffered from this. So genetically it was in the bloodline, and I didn't worry about it. I've accepted that I would one day end up like my family, dying from these sickness and drinking prescription meds till the end of my days. So after a few years of drinking prescription drugs, I got tired and I wanted out. I got sicker and overweight. Then I started to look at, isn't there a way to heal yourself? Isn't there a way to lower blood pressure? Isn't there a way that one can get rid of these prescription meds? But in the back of my mind, there was always this lingering voice that said, once you're on these meds, you can't get off. You must take it to your grave. At the end of the day, what happened is I was living a sad lifestyle, standard American diet, and I've become sicker by the day. My focus shifted during these times. To learn about lowering blood pressure is to lower your weight. It became my new mission. I was on a mission now to lower my weight, and to that I tried various kind of diets. There was the cabbage soup diet, the egg diet, Iranian diet, the all veggies and fruit diet. Also tried the vegetarian diet, going down that rabbit hole exploring how to make burgers, how to make mince, and how to make tofu, and all that trying to mimic meat. Looking back, my favorite dish was mushroom pie. However, these diets had their successes. I've lost weight, however, I also gained weight back more quicker and much more than what I've lost. Then there's that one particular benefit all diets have given me. They've given me lots of energy. Losing weight, you start to get lots of energy. As time went by, a few pounds lost here and a few pounds gained there, I've become hopeless again. Ever wondering, will I ever succeed in losing weight? Will I ever succeed in getting rid of my prescription drugs? Will I ever succeed in curing hypertension? I could never stick to this diet as it was mentally taxing on my brain and I couldn't see myself continue in any way that it would help me in the long run. Didn't see myself eating that way for years to come. I was not alone on this diet. My wife supported me every time when I did these different diets. Then 2020 came along. I stumbled on another diet. It was cheap, no cost, and only your time is required. The evidence of weight loss and the sound that it can cure my chronic illness gave me a new hope. However, I had some research done very quickly and I started doing intermittent fasting. I started intermittent fasting, I had a few issues. I couldn't stay long without food or else I will get headaches. And sometimes it becomes migraines. And when I get migraines, I get grumpy and nausea. So starting in 2020, trying out intermittent fasting, and I still can remember that first day, I did a 16-8 and my clock started at 8 o'clock the evening. And then around about the morning at 8 p.m. I was wondering, when will there be a headache? And at 10, when my fasting stopped, I was like totally surprised at the results because I felt good. I felt that I can do this. I felt like I've won something. And I did have my emergency pack also ready. My tablets and my food was ready if anything went wrong. But that was my first day of intermittent fasting. And you know what? I was a firm believer of breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Was I wrong? Intermittent fasting for me was the cheapest diet that one can have, and the benefits are so much more. The longer you go, the better the benefit. And on my journey on intermittent fasting in 2020, I've lost 10 kilos or 22 pounds during my 3-month stint on intermittent fasting. I knew that I had a winner in the bag because now I'm losing weight. But as you all can remember, in 2020, we were hit by the COVID pandemic. That's when we were told that we need to stay at home, work from home, and that if we have comorbidities or chronic illness and we get the virus, we might die. And I want to express my condolences to those that suffered during that time, who suffered loss of loved ones, family members, working colleagues, and friends. And during that time, I was back to the sad diet. And for the months thereafter, I also tried intermittent fasting, on and off, yo-yoing it, weight in and out, and became hopeless once again. And noted that 3 months of intermittent fasting success was worked back in 6 months of being on a sad diet. That was very interesting to me as to how long it takes for me to gain weight again. Then 2021 and 2022 came, and I was intermittent fasting on and off once again. I've been yo-yoing up and down with my weight. During that time, the more weight I pick up, the more headaches I seem to get, the more lazy I seem to be gotten, and obviously the more sicker I started to get. But thinking of being clever, I had this tool in the back of my pocket. Whenever I felt that way, I used the intermittent fasting tool. And then I feel much better. Across During that time, I stumbled across a Professor Tim Noakes with his Real Meal Revolution, low carb, high fat diet, and I did try some. However, that diet became expensive on my pocket and I discontinued it. But here's the regret. Having now know what I know, I should have continued and I would have been much healthier then. Because every time I did my research on it, on a low carb, high fat diet, keto also popped out. So there's a time for everything. Then 2023, the year of the rabbit, a symbol of longevity, peace, and prosperity. It was predicted to be the year of hope. 23, and I found it the magic pill, the missing ingredient. Starting that year with intermittent fasting, feeling so desperate about losing weight once again, I've started that year with intermittent fasting and started to lose weight again. However, I've hit a point where I stalled in my weight. I became so desperate in the 3rd month as I had symptoms of pre-diabetes. And to think that my father passed away of being a diabetic, I was a bit scared of the thought of having diabetes also at this age of life and going in for 50 years. I was a bit unsure about life ahead. I became desperate for a cure, desperate to not become a diabetic. I did some research and I've discovered that turmeric milk will help in the cause of lowering my glucose levels and in turn will lower my blood pressure. So I started to do funny things. I started to drink this turmeric milk, which is turmeric powder mixed with water. And during that time, when a person gets desperate, a person goes on our knees as well. Person asks the Lord for answers, for truth. And I believe in 2023, March of 2023, He answered me in giving me the carnivore diet as a way out. On the 20th day of March, this video popped onto my YouTube from Carnivorous Me, Amanda, a day 253 journey on the carnivore, and I was so amazed at what carnivore diet did to her life at day 3. So I went to go look at day 1 of a journey, because she has documented her journey from day 1, and I was surprised at what a diet can do. And the other surprise was that she was sticking out for so long. That was the other surprise. And she still looks good. And then I went on to a little bit of research stint, which was only a day, because I couldn't shake off the idea that this person has found a diet that works for her. So I was sitting with that idea, if it works for her, why can't it work for me? And I decided on the 22nd of March to start my journey on the carnivore way. 22nd, on the 22nd of March of 2023, I started my journey on the carnivore way. I never knew that this could radically change my life forever. So eating only meat for 10 months has changed my life. I want to stand on the rooftops and shout. Here's my platform, shouting to the world about what carnivore did to me and how improved I'm feeling. So to run down on what has happened, have my wires been ticked off? I've lost 40 pounds on this way of eating. Weight loss, box, ticked off. After 6 months, my blood pressure started to normalize. Then I stopped drinking prescription meds. Box ticked off. At 8 months, I went to the doctor and I told him my journey on the carnivore diet, and he was quite happy for me. And I also told him that I'm not drinking prescription drugs anymore, and he said I don't need to drink it anymore since my blood pressure is good and I've lost weight. However, he wanted to do some blood work, so we got it done, and he wasn't too happy about the results as my LDL overall cholesterol was high. So he suggested that I needed to drink atorvastatins, a kind of statin drug, and I said no. At that time, I've done my research on what my level should be. My triglyceride levels were low and my HDL was high, in perks to what the new studies is saying. So I was feeling good and I was feeling fantastic. So why would the doctor then prescribe to me statins? Because he still misinformed about the studies. So today I'm still off my medication, no more treatment for hypertension, and I've achieved weight loss 10 months down the line. So there were other benefits. If you are worried about the other benefits, we call them non-scale victories. And let me go through the list. I have a deeper and fuller sleep. My inflammation, I had more stamina, less sweating, better self-image, more confident. As you can see, I have a YouTube channel. I'm meeting new people. I'm no more hungry. I can do OMAD easily. No more bloating. I've also saved some money by not buying carb foods. My mood has improved. My teeth was normally loose. I now have stronger gums. My teeth is fixed. Cleaner teeth and less cavities. Also, I have a motivation to exercise. No more brain fog. Thinking clearer. Decrease shame. I was a bit of a shy person. But nowadays, I'm not ashamed of my body anymore. My snoring disappeared. Acid reflux gone. Heartburn is a thing of the past. I know I have reversed fatty liver, no more dandruff, and better and healthy hair, less migraines. And if I do get a headache, it's not as severe. I can handle it now. And last but not least, my pre-diabetic symptoms has vanished. You know, it's a victory lap as to what the carnivore diet did to me in 2023. You will agree with me, and I will continue my journey on this diet, posting my easy meals on what I ate a day. Just some caution that some of my meals do have carbs in it, and this was due to testing my body as to what happens if I eat carbs again. In some cases, it seemed okay. In others, I felt the pain. And as for 10 months, these lips This system haven't tasted a vegetable or a fruit. And here's also what I've picked up. If I saw any chips or any veggies in my plate, I become angry and I want other people to remove it. Not me, others have to remove it. I've also went on a search for places to eat in my area, and yes, I did get some that cater for my needs. And here's the thing, holiday has passed, and how did I deal with it? Like I mentioned, I did add some carb testers, and I paid the price for it. Going carnivore is a mindset over eating. If you know the reason why you're doing it, let that be your motivation when there is cravings. This is my journey, my experience, my carnivore transformation, my life. 2024, the year of the dragon, bringing excitement and noteworthy developments. So for 2024, I will continue eating the carnivore way. That is meat, salt, water, a bit of coffee, cheese, and keeping to a healthier lifestyle. Doing some challenges, exercising on the side, and building muscle and skills development. So if you have come this far, I say thank you very much. To my subscribers, all the best for 2024. Keep doing good to your body. You only got one life to live. Thank you to the regulars that comment. Without your input, encouragement, and friendship and love, what would I have done by running a YouTube channel? This is Graham, the Carnivore Transformer, signing off. Bye!